Is snoring a problem for you? It is for 25 to 45% of the population. That's a lot of people. Even my children snore. I snore. That's why I'm providing this video. I'm going to tell you what I invented to help me keep from snoring at night. It's been a lifesaver. It's been a snore saver. Well, you don't want to save your snores. You want to get rid of them, actually.
Remember that the information included in this video is for educational purposes and not intended as medical advice. Be sure to check with a medical professional before moving forward with any of these ideas.
I checked with my ENT and a couple of other ENTs, and they see no problem with it, but yours might have a problem. So what's good for me may not be good for you. Check it out. My first anti-snore device contained in this box was a mold of my teeth that they adjusted a bit, and I got this from my dentist. But it actually gave me misaligned jaw, and that wasn't very comfortable. So then I moved on to try something else. I tried the little stretchers that you put on your nose to open your airway in your nose. My ENT suggested this. They also fit in your nose and really open it quite wide.
Hey, you can use these to make some miniature lacrosse equipment for Ken and Barbie. There is also the option of using mouth tape for snoring, but to me it doesn't sound like a very good idea. Unless, of course, your husband is saying something you don't want to hear and he needs to be quiet about it.
I tried this. Your ears go in here. This part here fits over your chin. It was really hot at night and it messed up my hair a bunch.
And I really can't help but thinking it looks like a jock strap for the chin. Wear this all night? Really? Wearing a jock strap for a hockey game is shorter than wearing one all night. My main concern is trying to prevent my chin from dropping when I fall asleep. When my chin drops, that's when the snoring starts. So what is this clever device that I came up with to help me sleep better? Before putting these items together in my mind, I was thinking, what would keep my chin from falling down while I was sleeping? Lower fist. This is more like it. How could I replicate this and still be comfortable while I sleep? Don't you wish you could look this good while you're zonked out on your pillow at night? But forget that. I'm not here to talk about looking good. These are all items you can get from the dollar store. I'll show you how to vary them for your own needs or for different sleep positions. I want to share what my Snore No More device does for me. I sleep all the way through the night more often. I don't usually wake up with a dry mouth anymore, and I'm usually a lot more refreshed in the morning. So you might ask your doctor if this could help you sleep better. 2 ear, nose, and throat doctors told me to go ahead and try it. Let's get started. It's really easy. Here's how to put your Snore No More device together. Let's start with the adjustable base part.
Here's a swim noodle like the one I use. Walmart has them. Swimming pool supplies have them. You can get them in a lot of places. It's about 4 feet long.
See the skinny ones in the bin? Don't get those. They're about 2 inches wide. Get the ones that are 3.5 inches, the really fat noodles. Lovely chubby noodles can be seasonal, so grab them at Walmart or the dollar store during summertime. The skimpy little thin noodles just won't work, so don't even try it. These star-shaped noodles have potential, but they're really hard to find.
This is what's left of my original swim noodle because I have made so many of these little Snore No More devices, and so it swivels down to this size. You cut little angles on it to fit different sizes of chins, roll it around to whatever comes. Even like if my pillow's up higher, then I need a shorter thing. If it's down lower, then I use the wider setting.
Because sleep positions can vary during the night.
I'll show you how to make these to get more comfortable sleep. Make your sleeping companion a lot happier without any snoring. Well, at least very little. Cutting the noodle is really easy. This is the very end of the first
Noodle that I bought. I'm marking that at 4 inches or 10 centimeters.
Get a nice sharp knife and you just cut down straight through the noodle. I don't know what I'm going to use that for, but must be something that I can make out of that. Now you just want to slice down straight on one side.
Cut the other side at a slight V angle and make it bigger or smaller. This will give you different options to adjust for your chin. Sometimes I wake up and find that I need a snugger fit, so I just roll it around a little bit till it fits right. There you go. It's just like peeling a cucumber.
That's all there is to it.
If you like my ideas, you can subscribe for free and get more. Now it's time to make the sleeve. You can just use a sock to pull over the base or make a very comfortable sleeve out of cotton fabric. If you don't want to make your own very comfortable covers, here's what you should do.
Find a small sock, probably a woman's sock will work. There you go. You can throw this whole thing in the washing machine, but I wouldn't throw the noodle part in the dryer. It might end up really teeny tiny. This is the pattern for making the sleeve for the Snore No More device.
Put the video on pause so you can get a good look at this pattern. Here it is up close. You may have to experiment with making different sizes. Cut a piece of cotton fabric about 12 inches long and a little more than 6 inches wide. Be sure to use cotton because it'll keep you cooler. Fold the fabric over, right sides together of course, and then sew it together at the end. Make an easy straight stitch with about a 1/4 inch hem. You can also do this by hand if you don't have a sewing machine. Use elastic that's soft and stretchy. It's the kind they use for underwear. But this is a lot easier than trying to make a jock strap.
I'm going to turn this inside out because it's just easier to sew the edge from turning this under in this direction. It's a little easier to handle the casing if you iron it first. So I think I'll go do that. This is all ironed now so that we can slip the elastic inside this after it is sewn. I'm going to sew along the edge of the folded piece and just leave a little tiny bit where I can push the elastic through. Then I'll sew that up after and have it all secure inside this little casing.
Sew along the edge of the folded over casing so that you have a nice little pocket to fit the elastic into. Don't forget to leave about a 1/2 inch opening so that the elastic can go in that way. Make a casing for the other side and repeat what you just did.
Here's a piece of elastic.
Don't cut the elastic yet. You're going to attach a safety pin to the end of the elastic so that it'll make it a lot easier to pull it through the casing.
To pull the elastic through the casing, I use a safety pin. Very simple. Open up the safety pin, poke it through the end of the elastic, and you can start pushing it through the casing until you meet yourself at the other end.
I always find this part very relaxing because the safety pin does most of the work.
There we go. There's the head of the safety pin. Now just make sure this hole is going to be big enough to fit over the noodle part. There's the pin. That's going to be stretchy enough to go over the noodle. So we're good. We can sew the two ends of the elastic together and then sew up the little hole that you made.
Just repeat that on the other side and you're done.
Of course, I don't expect all you
Guys,
out there to go through all this. Yeah, you like hammers and wrenches and things like that. But I'll bet your wife will like to go through this. She'll be happy to go through all this.
she might get a few nights undisturbed sleep.
There's the sleeve, all finished. So cute. You'll be very fashionable in bed. Let's see if it fits. Goes on pretty slick.
It's a great fit, so let's move on to the next step. Attaching the collar is really easy, and I'm sure you're going to have fun picking out a headband that's just right for you. There is a plethora of headbands at the dollar store. Take your pick. You don't want to strangle yourself with this one that has a chain. This headband has hard plastic. That's not good either. This one might be good for winter, but don't try one like this for summer. I found this one to be very comfortable, so I went back and bought a few more.
You can even have a seasonal headband if you choose, something light for summer or something really cozy for winter. Yep, it looks like it fits okay. Then all you have to do is slide in the headband. You're ready to wear.
The headband should fit gently around the neck and have a lot of flexibility.
I just can't get along without mine anymore. It's so comfortable and it helps me sleep all night, and I don't wake up with a dry mouth.
This is not me, but she sure looks very comfortable. As long as you're making one, why not make more at the same time? You gals must have some scraps of fabric around. I keep two by my bed so that I can wash one and wear one, and one ready to go in my suitcase. I just hate to be without this when I'm traveling. So check with your doctor, and if everything seems to be okay, why not make one for yourself? Or, better yet, make one for that snoremonger who sleeps next to you. So, reminding you that busy days makes for a happy life. I'm here to give you lots of ideas for things to do. So, until next time, bye-bye.